For the record, I do not care what happens to Ronna McDaniel. She got fired by the RNC. Now she's been fired by NBC. This woman is useless. She is just in it for herself. She enjoyed the lavish lifestyle that these positions led her, but she's a sellout. She doesn't care about conservatives, so good riddance to her. This is what you get. This is called karma, your comeuppance, whatever you want to call it. However, as Hugh Hewitt points out on Fox News, she should likely win her lawsuit for unwrongful firing from NBC. This woman lasted like 2 days. She had one appearance, I believe, on NBC. She got grilled mercilessly by Kristen Welker, a former presidential debate moderator, by the way, moderator. Just another corporate media pawn that was going hard after Donald Trump and letting Joe Biden not have to explain away where all of his millions of dollars came from when Donald Trump brought it up. And look, just as an impartial observer, this is where it gets really absurd because MSNBC, NBC News, the parent company, they've had no problem bringing on everyone else from previous White Houses, Jen Psaki chief among them. They're worried that Ronna McDaniel's leanings or biases might come out in a harmful way for their audiences. Yeah, you wouldn't want to get that in the way of any truth that they tell you over at MSNBC. Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid, Chuck Todd, Jen Psaki, and they even have like Scaramucci and Michael Cohen. So these are previous Trump associates as well, by the way, but notice they don't have a problem bringing them on the air to talk about stuff. So it's really bizarre how they've decided that Ronna McDaniel is too Republican for them. And I mean, look, we all have our complaints about Ronna. She is not conservative enough, but apparently when you are on the far left wackadoo site MSNBC, she is too far right for them. A rhino establishment hack represents too much MAGA apparently for them. Look, she had to leave the RNC. She's one of the reasons alongside Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy that Republicans did not win a majority in the Senate in the midterm elections. Why the Republican House is dwindling super fast, it is because of people like her that care more about their own power, care about being controlled opposition than actually promoting conservative values in this country. Take a look, though, as Hugh Hewitt breaks down the case here, says she should likely win this lawsuit. She's going after them for damaging her reputation. Seems like she did that on her own, but if you're Ronna and you got fired by NBC, I mean, that's pretty embarrassing stuff. So he says it's a slam dunk case. Take a listen as he breaks down the pending lawsuits that Ronna's likely going to bring forward.
About this thing.
Well, Ronna is a friend, and I did work for NBC, and in November I worked with Caesar and Rebecca and the whole team. I've never seen anything this brutal since I got started in media in 1990. Ronna is going to sue everyone who defamed her for breach of contract, for intentional infliction of mental distress. They are going to sue for the destruction of her business opportunities that come from being on TV. I think they made a terrible decision, and they allowed the MSNBC bleed to take over their network, and the cult has taken over the news division, and it's going to hurt the 74 million people who voted for Donald Trump are not going to watch NBC News.